Good morning, world. Okay, quickly before my iPad dies. Well, firstly, how is everyone? Happy Monday. Here we are. Oh, I just got so chilly. Anyway, fall's back. There's a feather. It's just like floating and flying right in front of me. Anyway, okay, so yesterday when I was out for a long walk, I was stopped at a light and I was coming up to a major road in my city, and the name stood out. And I walk on this road all the time. It's a big major road, goes on for miles and miles. Sainte Catherine, but Spirit was really emphasizing Saint Catherine. I was like, you know what? I know a couple saints, but like, who is Sainte Catherine? So then I had to get out my phone where I was like, yeah, who the hell is Sainte Catherine? I haven't really heard of her. Okay, so Catherine the Great, Catherine of Alexandria, was a Christian saint and virgin who was martyred. What else is new? At the hands of the Emperor Maxentius. I think I may have butchered that name. Anywho, she was both a princess and a noted scholar who became a Christian, whatever. It doesn't really matter about the Christianity, but she was martyred at 18. She was also killed at 18. What else is new? But, this is what makes her incredible. Hold on. There's a lot of stuff where I'm like, meh. But basically, okay, so she's of Greek origin, which I didn't know, but also was living in Alexandria of Egypt. Okay, so basically, how the story goes. Hold on. Okay, so basically there's persecutions, right? Because of the whole Christian whatever. Okay, so when the persecutions began under the Emperor Maxentius, she went to the emperor and rebuked him for his cruelty. You fucking go, girl. Imagine. I love this. The chutzpah. The emperor summoned 50 of the best pagan philosophers and orators to dispute her, hoping that they would refute her pro-Christian arguments. But Catherine won the debate. Several of her adversaries, conquered by her eloquence, declared themselves Christians and were at once put to death. Okay, so was there one last thing? Oh yeah, there was one last thing that I thought was incredible. The emperor gave orders to subject Catherine to terrible tortures and then throw her in prison. Also, what else is new? God damn, a man who can't handle a young woman's power. Again, what else is new? Her legend tells that during the confinement, she was fed daily by a dove from heaven, and Christ also visited her. Like, look at that. Christ is just breezing in. Girl, well, also, like, Jesus, you might, like, could you not have done a bit more? I don't know. I don't know these things. Anyway, just questions I have. Okay. Christ also encouraged her to fight bravely and promised her the crown of everlasting glory. I don't know if that would be enough for me, but again, I'm not Saint Catherine. Angels tended to her wounds with salve. During her imprisonment, more than 200 people came to see her, including Maxentius' wives, Valeria, all converted to Christianity and were subsequently murdered. Upon the failure of old Maxie to make Catherine yield by way of torture, he tried to win her over by proposing marriage. Oh my fuck, this is the shit that makes me insane. This shit's been going on forever. Ugh. Any hoodle? Yeah, like that's a really great approach. Oh yeah, like let's torture you, and then when that doesn't work, I guess I'll just offer marriage. Delulu. Okay. Yeah, she refused, Ovs, declaring that her spouse was JC, old Jesus, to whom she had consecrated her virginity. Okay, the best part though, this is where I'm like, okay, whoever I'm speaking to, this is like one of you have many superpowers, but the ferocious emperor condemned Catherine to death on a spiked breaking wheel, but at her touch, it shattered. She does get beheaded. Catherine ordered the execution to commence, and as per her legend, a milk-like substance rather than blood flowed from her neck. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, hold on, let's put this away, let's put this away, let's put this away, because also I can't stay too long, gotta go to work. Okay. So, the things that stood out are A, the eloquence, the great debater. So, whoever you are, Catherine doesn't have to be the name of anyone significant to you, but Sainte Catherine definitely embodies someone in the collective that I'm speaking to. You could be a great debater. I'm trying to get a flavor for you. I guess when I think about debating and going back to like cleverness, you don't debate for the sake of debating. Oh yeah, what did I hear yesterday on my walk? Oh yeah, you don't follow the herd to be like the herd. Do you know what I mean? You follow the herd, I was told yesterday, to see where they go. Like, it's more investigative. So you don't follow the crowd. You definitely march to the beat of your own drum, but your following is really more investigative. So I feel like even in your ability to be eloquent and to debate, it's always about the truth. Following things, following the mystery, following the thread to investigate and really ultimately reveal the truth, your truth, the truth that you've discovered, or I don't know. And thinking of like the brutality of old Maxie, like, you're fearless, absolutely fearless. I love this. So you could be quite a lot younger in your field. I feel like there is a position of power here for you. I do suspect for most of you, you are going to be women in a very male-dominated field. And there's a lot of debating, but you're very good at what you do. But you do it in your own way, in a way that is kind of the opposite of this tradition. It's not brutal. It's not about outsmarting or outwitting, like it is, but it's for you, it's always about the truth. Honoring the truth. Okay, so I got that. Okay, so then, because I was getting into the saints, I don't know, my old-timey deck. Real Renaissance. Okay. Yeah, my hands, I'm so cold all of a sudden. Oh yeah, the Milky White. I also suspect, going back to Milky White, I think you might be a more pale person. You might get real flushed in the cheeks like I do. Oh my god. Any kind of excitation, a little bit of rosé. A little bit of rosé, as they say. Okay. For some of you, you might have, going back to the grandmothers really love to come through for me. You might have a significant maternal grandmother named Catherine. 3 cards, my lord, okay. No, Spirit, just 1 card, please. Let's just easy breezy. Yeah, the 7 of Wands. That's you, baby. You are very good at defending and protecting yourself. Even if it means that you're going to get beheaded, you're like, well, let the beheading commence. The wheel of torture broke. When it touched me, it broke. But you know what? Let's get it done. You think I'm afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you, old Maxie. I just want to call that old Emperor Maxie Pad. Fuck off. You're a creep. Also, to torture someone and then be like that sounds like a personality disorder. Am I not right? Like, that's crazy. You torture someone like that, and then you're like, you know what? It didn't work, so, Obs, we gotta get married. Delulu. Okay. Okay, so your energy right now is... This is your energy. Whoever I'm talking to in the collective, You're thrown down. But look at that. You're walking on top of their sticks. You're not even hitting. You're just like walking on top. You're elevated. And you're fucking sweet. Look at you. You're a little sweetheart. Just like Catherine the Great. Mm. Yeah, my hands are so cold. Yeah, do you struggle with like, do you get chilly a lot? Like my hands are never cold. They're usually like hot paws. I have little ice cubes going on here. Okay. Okay. The Empress. There you are. Oh, look at you. Oof. Yeah, you're like a little saint. And what was so interesting too is that Sainte Catherine literally influenced, like, I was looking at all the ways that Sainte Catherine shows up in all the regions of the world where she's venerated. Like, she really is. Like, even in Canada, we have a Sainte Catherine's. That's after her. But they went through, like, the paintings, the art, like, all the locations of the world that are named after her. So, like, whoever I'm talking to, you're a boss. Okay. Yeah, you're coming out of a time. Look, this does look like old Sainte Catherine. See, look. See, this is her probably in that den where she was being tortured when she's being in prison. Yeah, she's not even depressed. She's mad as hell. She's like, fuck this. This is her talking to Jesus and the angels being like, my guy, I'm venerating you. And like, look what's going on. Like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. I feel like there must be some kind of like public persecution or going back to career. Like, I feel like there's something here. There's like a lot of protecting and defending, but also just being bold and steadfast, being like, I don't care. I don't care if speaking my truth is going to lead to some suffering. I am always going to speak the truth, whether it benefits my comfort or not. Yeah, to the discomfort of myself, I will always speak and be the truth of who I am, what I believe. Oh yeah, fucking love this for you, but yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, but then we have the Chariot. Oh, look at you. You're a star. You're a total boss. See, look. That's not the Emperor riding this chariot. It's the Empress. Yeah, old Maxipad, that was the Emperor that basically you did take down. You defeated him. He may have killed your body, but he did not kill your spirit. So something has been like trying to kill you a little bit, so to speak. You're not having it. Yeah, you're leaning in instead of leaning out. Whoever's trying to fuck with you in either your career or like relationships or relationship, yeah, you're not having it. You're the Empress. You're Catherine the Great. And you follow your heart. Yeah, you're a fucking lover. You're a lover and a fighter. You fight for love. You fight for truth and justice. And look how magnificent this horse is. Look at these guns. Oh, sun's out, guns out. Look at that. Built. You may love horses. You may have a horse. You may have grown up riding a white horse. In Canada, I lived in Whitehorse. It's a place in the Yukon. Maybe you're from there. And you are so connected to the divine. Like, the fact that Sainte Catherine, like, old JC was just popping in, breezing in to visit her in her cage to be like, listen, I've been in this old cave. I've been in a cave myself. I know about the resurrection. Don't worry about it. It seems shitty, but I'm telling you, it's promising. Yeah, and I feel like whoever's been fucking with you, it doesn't matter. You don't allow external torturing to ever defer you or deflect or like take you off your path. Yeah, you're on the path. You're on a mission. You know what your mission is, and it's always heart-based. It's always based on speaking the truth. And you're venerated. I do see someone who's younger in a field where you kind of have to deal with an emperor like old Maxipad. Okay, so you're juggling here. You're having to balance. And see, look, this ship. Yeah, there's some stormy seas here. That ship is rolling. He also kind of looks like he's a little bit on land, but upon closer inspection, he is in the rolling seas. So something is requiring a bit of balance. Yeah, I'm seeing the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands here. See? I'm gonna shuffle, but like, yeah, I really think you've been, someone has, like, some kind of emperor has been putting you through a time. But I love it. You're just like, you're steadfast. Oh, the Three of Penties. Yeah, your nature is one of, you are equitable, you are fair, you're just, you're cooperative. Everyone's all working on their individual things, but for the collective. Yeah, so everything for you is about the collective, the community, for all. Things that benefit not just yourself, but many people. And you don't, I believe you have a position of power, but I don't see you viewing yourself as above the rest. You're equal to everyone. And you believe that everyone's equal to you. Oh, I am so cold. This is wild. I was sweating earlier. I was doing someone else's reading, and now, yeah, I'm chilly. Manili had to turn on the heat. Okay, so last card here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, there's something here about your work. No matter what is happening. Oh, look at you. You're the Empress and the Emperor. Oh, is this old Maxie? Yeah, I don't know. There's something maybe here about work. Because look at this lion. Even this lion is like, this guy's an idiot. Hey, look, the fleur-de-lis. Interesting. I'm just going to say it. I do. I think you are a youngerish woman who's working in a heavily male-dominated space that is very competitive, where you must do a lot of speaking to some extent, or there's debating. I don't know, I can hear your voice. It's very nice. Yeah. I feel like you're just trying to, like, master your work. You're masterful. Everything that you approach, it's like the Japanese. Approaching everything with, like, a sense of reverence, and that everything is, you can approach anything with mastery, and to master anything. Yeah, really diligent, really focused. And even when, again, you're dealing with some real idiots. Okay, so what is this Emperor energy? Because that really is what comes up for Sainte Catherine, is this Emperor, old Maxicad. Oh, God. Well, we have the Knight of Coins. A Knight of Coins to the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Wands. Do you work with this person? Or, I mean, do you work with this person? Are you romantically involved with them? I don't know. But see, look, the dog is here. The faithful dog, but look, his mouth is harnessed. He's not allowed to speak. So I feel like this is like again, old Maxie the Emperor. He wasn't a true emperor. True emperor. Yeah, like people who are drawn to positions of power, people who feel the need to have to control people. And when people don't obey or people don't subscribe, but really it's like a petulant child, they're knight. And see, his faithful companion has to be muzzled. Don't want you to speak. Yeah, they want to keep you chained and bound. She does look like a martyr. She's being led. It looks like she's being led. She can't see, but look, she actually has a smile on her face. That is fucking Sainte Catherine. Oh my God, look at her. Yeah, she doesn't care. Big Bear don't care. Catherine says, great. Yeah, lead me. Let's commence with the beheading then. That's what we're doing. Yeah, you're all wounded. Headbangies, you're like, let's get on with the torture. Yeah, you are not afraid. You're not afraid to feel. You're not afraid of knowing what's coming, even if it's terrible. You are, like, I just see you as, like, it's also giving Joan of Arc. I'm really getting, oh, I fucking love this, for one. Very empowered. Very empowered. You go up against institutions and people, places, and things of power. But you don't need to belong to those institutions to be powerful. Oh, that's the difference between you and this emperor. You are power. So outside of this position that you have, oh yeah, because Spirit's showing me. Oh, and I'm hearing aristocracy. That even if you were poor as a pauper, it's in your bloodline, the spiritual bloodline. You're elevated. Aristocrat. But not in the bourgeoisie. Like, it's what Spirit is showing me is that your truest nature is the diamond, but the diamond is always in the rough. To access the actual gem, you have to cut away and remove the dirt. Yeah, so it's like you're surrounded by a pile of dirt kicking snakes. And they're falling away. And as power falls away, as we know, it sure likes to make a big stink. Oh yeah. I feel like you've ruffled someone's feathers here. Because they're intimidated by your truth, knowledge, and power. And no matter what they toss at you, you rise again. Emperor's going to bring in 50 of his best to dispute you. And it's funny, again, the emperor won't do it. He had to bring in 50 different experts to debate with you. And you converted them. Yeah. Okay, so who is this emperor? Okay, so let's get into that. Let's get into that, shall we? Catherine the Great of Alexandria. I love when Spirit does this, because I'm like, I would never. Do you know how many times I've been to St. Catharines, Canada? The feather. Wow. And it went like this. It stopped. Oh, like Sowilo. The sun. Like a big lightning bolt. Oh, you are a big lightning bolt. Okay. Who is this emperor? My dear Saint Catherine. The King of Swords. Oh, yeah. An unevolved King of Swords is a real shit smear. So again, someone that's supposed to exemplify the very teachings or laws or whatever that is. It's some kind of higher learning, or, you know, even within a church. But there's something institutional. But going back to this fake emperor, or the need to feel empowered, but these people can be very cruel when devolved. Very cold, very calculating. That's where that cleverness isn't gonna be wanted. Yeah, going back to words. Okay, so what's your relationship to this person? I think it's work. Huh? Your relationship is the Fool to the Page of Cups to the Sun. Oh, to the Wheel of Fortune. This has children. Do you have you have a child with this person, I suspect. Because also, look at this guy trying to light the fire. I think this is like your fake emperor that you had a child with, or have a child with. Yeah, and this is all, well, the child in the Sun is face forward. So yeah, like you're a mama. You're a mama. There's your babe. There's your babe. There's that dinkhole. But the Fool, see, and look, the dog no longer, and what we saw before was a white dog. This person is now wearing all white. The dog does not have a muzzle. You were not with your equal. You were married to a King of Swords that I think you probably also worked with, who is also, I think you have the same kind of job. You do the same thing. Maybe you're both professors. You could be surgeons, work in the medical. Law comes up a lot, so you could both be lawyers. Debating. Government. Policy making. I don't know. There's something here about, yeah, institutions for sure. Higher learning, but yeah, whoever. Okay, so you have a kid with this person. Great. Ugh. Okay. So, okay, so going back to you. So where are you at right now? We saw that you're 7 of Wands. Oh, are you going through divorce with this person? That's why you're also having to debate? Are they doing a bit of a campaign smear? The feathers. Oh, the feathers are falling. God's here. I think you're going through a bit of a time, and just like Catherine the Great, like, the angels want you to know. Oh boy, yeah, oh yeah, look. Ah, exactly, you're going through divorce. Couldn't fucking make it up. Okay, hold on. So the card that was right there was the 5 of Pentacles. So being financially, again, oh yeah, someone is trying to take everything from you. The 4 of Wands, yeah. To the 10 of Swords, to the Lovers. You were married to this person. You're currently going through a divorce. I think you have to debate them. Here's your, oh yeah, here you are. Catherine the Great, you're the High Priestess. High Priestess and also the Queen of Wands. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, those are your Glock hands. You're like, come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. You're a fucking Queen of Wands. You're Catherine the Great. And I'm telling you, there's something elevated because this is the High Priestess. Everything that you do, it's about a moral compass. It's about integrity. It's about values. Okay. So let's... Okay, so you're dealing with this goddamn idiot. That's why that line is looking... Yeah. Yeah, you have a family with this person. And they're the devil. Oh, they're personality disordered. Oh yeah, that's why I heard smear campaign. This person is probably keeping you locked up in court. This person's a fucking barfo disgusto. Yeah. See? The devil to that 4 of Pentacles. This is someone just like that, the Emperor old maxi pad. Like, that's what an NPD would do. They torture you, and then they want you back. Or like, there's something insane, or they act as though nothing has happened. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking true psychosis, true delusional. We're not using hyperbole here, people. We're not talking about narcissism in the sense of, like, someone a little bit grandiose, someone a little bit selfish. No, we're talking about some, like, fucking sick fucks. Yeah, torture. Torture is right. And you're fucking not having it. You will stand it even if it kills you. You right to the end. You're like, let's go, motherfucker. Yeah, that Queen of Wands, those fucking hands. Is that the peace dove? Is your Glock hands? Yeah, this thing is like flying. Yeah, Glock hands. Ace of Cups. See, look, there's the peace dove. Yeah, and there's a lot of red hair. Catherine the Great. See, I feel like no matter what happens, you're angelic. So going back to this integrity, this purpose, the essence of who you are, it's always driven by love. Your heart is very loving. And even when you're Glock hands, yeah, go. I just see your Glock hands turning into that peace dove. It's like you fight for peace. You're not a fighter. Like, you are a fighter. You're a warrior. But again, you'd rather do it through words, and you would rather, it's about understanding, right? And getting to the truth, investigating, taking it further, like actually wanting to know and see the truth, wanting for everyone to understand. Again, equitable. But when you're dealing with old maxi pad, fuck. Oh yeah. See, you're within. I think this is probably an incredibly lonely time for you. But, you know what? God always provides a little creature. Yep. It's a cat and a doe. I love that. Yeah, you got your little deer, you got your little kitty, you're going within, and you're finding your way. Okay, so God, Jesus, Grandma. Okay, Grandma, what do you want old Sainte Catherine here to know? Going back to work. Don't stop. Just keep working. Keep plugging away, mastering yourself, mastering whatever it is that you do for work. You have all the tools. And see, that's what you have above this stupid emperor. You're a master. And not only that, but mastery never stops. It's always evolving. There is no final destination in any regard. It's just like you just keep evolving. You keep elevating. Excuse me. You keep growing in leaps and bounds. And also, I just feel like who you are, you just keep getting better and better. You're just like a fine wine. You just get better and better. So just keep working. Keep mastering yourself. Two of Wands. Okay, so working and planning. Now, see, look. This guy, he's got on a pretty exciting hat here. Now, he's facing the past. So I guess keep working towards something that you were planning in the past. Okay, what were you planning in the past? What's this Two of Wands, Grandma? What's that fancy hat? Knight of Cups. Okay. Oh, is it the family? Yeah. So we have the star, but look, we have like, what is that? Like a mermaid or like one of those sirens? Like, it's about that wish fulfillment and healing, but also like pouring into your own cup. Hey, pigeon. Yeah, exactly. Get out of here. Sorry. My pal's place, she's built this intricate, the pigeons get real not so babazzo. It's, you know, I'm a friend to all. Anyway, I don't want him to get trapped because there's netting to keep him out so that they don't lay babies everywhere. Oh yeah, the fencing. Yeah, someone's trying to come in through a boundary because that's what the netting is. It's a boundary, but also to keep everyone safe. Someone's been crossing that boundary, trying to get in. I'm hearing that Little Richard song, keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Pigeon, I see you. A was. Exactly. Get out of here. Go to school. Okay. Someone's crossing boundaries. Basically, going back to the star, as long as your North Star, it's about a moral compass, that cosmology within you. Your cosmology is a moral compass. So as long as you're always following your heart and this moral compass, and it's love-based. 2 pigeons, my word, what are we doing here? You've also never shown up before. Like, I've been sitting here forever doing readings. Why this morning? What's going on? Oh, it's a male pigeon. He's trying to get flirty. Okay, see, look, the sun's coming out. Yeah, you had to walk away. You left this idiot. Now they're trying to torture you. But don't worry, the sun always comes out. I'm hearing little Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. See, look, it's that beautiful white horse again. You might also just need a little bit more childlike joy. Sun is also ruled by Leo. Man, the Leos, oh, even the reading I did this morning, just Leo town. Okay. Okay, so Sainte Catherine, I'm just going to call you that. The Great Sainte Catherine of Alexandria. Okay, so what is headed towards you immediately? The 6 of Wands, success. And look, they all have their headbandages on because it's the great battle. Again, on the white horse. Oh yeah, you're pure. You're correct. You get there. Love always wins. Coming correct always wins. The truth always comes out. The truth is always revealed. Truth doesn't need strategy because the truth stands on 2 legs and lie stands on 1. Yeah, we're going back to this 4 of Cups, the Chariot energy. It's like you're going to be successful no matter what. No matter how you feel right now, this... See, it doesn't read depression. It just seems like you're fucking pissy. To be, oh, hey, look who is hiding behind here. Oh, yeah, balancing. But oh, no, yeah, okay. Yeah, the seas may be high right now. And this is the past energy. So you walked away because it's the swan. Yeah. So you walked away. You walked away from that marriage, that partnership with that devolved King of Swords. Yeah. Really pissed you off to learn what you learned about this person. The seas are rough. Oh yeah, and this person, they're adding, yeah, because they're Delulu loose screw and they're just terrible. They're 900 out of 10, terrible. They're creating the conditions to make the waves. They're really trying to, again, destabilize you. They want to topple your boat, but you know what? Doesn't happen. Not today, bitches. Yeah, because you're that Queen of Wands. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. And look, that's the shitty emperor. That's not you. They might also have a drinking problem. Yeah, and even their angels are crying. They're just like, oh God, we got stuck with this idiot. Because everyone has spiritual teams. Even the ding-dongs, the people with hot dogs for brains, the maxi pads of the world. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have to go to work. But anything else for the great 9 of coins? See, look, you're single as a Pringle, and you are thriving. This is your money. Yeah, this person may try to run you into the ground, but you're good. Yeah, you're good. Look at this beautiful gown you're wearing. Yeah, again, you got a couple friends. That's good. You need a couple supports. Okay. Well, we're going to leave it there, but that was thrilling. You got this. You got this. Just remember who you are. You're the great Sainte Catherine of Alexandria. That is your energy. And if you don't believe it, just then call her in, embody that. You gotta remember who you are, because I'm telling you, I'm dealing with someone fierce. And I'm so sorry if that's what you're going through and who you're dealing with. Fuck them. Okay? Okay, well, sending you some love. I can feel this one. Hang in there. I know you got this. I know you got this, but still. Okay? Yeah, just remember. How do we have it? Yeah, just remember who you are. That's you. That's you. Don't you forget it. Okay.